Canada has signed a deal with F-35 builder Lockheed Martin, agreeing to purchase 88 F-35 fighter jets for the Royal Canadian Air Force, RCAF. The F-35 will replace the CF-18 Hornet fighter, the first of which joined the RCAF in 1982. The deal was closed 12 years after the original decision was made to buy the F-35, a decision reversed by the same government that later decided to buy the jets after all. The deal was announced by Canada's Ministry of Defence. Canada will buy 88 F-35 Lightning I jets for a total of around $15 billion US. The total includes not only the cost of the jets and engines, which are built by separate companies, but sustainment setup and services for the aircraft, associated aircraft equipment, and the construction of modern fighter squadron facilities in Bagotville, Quebec, and Cold Lake, Alberta. The F-35s will be procured under Canada's Future Fighter Capability Project, meant to replace the country's CF-18 Hornet fighters with a new fighter jet. The CF-18 Hornet was a variant of the original Boeing F-A-18 Hornet fighter. Canada purchased 138 CF-18s, with the first entering service in 1982. According to Flight International's World Air Forces Almanac, 63 CF-18s are still in service, or less than half the original number. Canada was an original member of the multinational coalition that funded the development of the F-35 fighter, investing $373 million in the program. In 2010, the Canadian government announced it would buy 65 F-35s, or less than half the size of the original CF-18 fleet. In 2015, that deal was cancelled by the current government of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on the grounds that a fair and open competition was not held. In 2018, it was announced a new fighter would be picked in 2022. The competition to choose a new fighter was lopsided from the start. Canada, with lots of remote territory and large areas of open water, traditionally chose two-engine fighter jets that could limp home on one engine if the other shut down. This placed the single-engine Swedish Gripen fighter at a disadvantage. Sweden was also a non-NATO country for much of the competition, another disadvantage. Others wanted Canada to procure the French Rafale fighter, but the Rafale could not reuse the equipment and munitions of the American-made CF-18. The F-A-18E/F Super Hornet fighter, an updated B-fire version of the CF-18, was a logical choice, but as the competition dragged on, an aircraft descended from a 40-year-old design had less of a chance of winning. The F-35, although a single-engine jet, has NATO's full backing, with 9 alliance members operating the jet. This ability to interoperate with foreign air forces, using spare parts and weapons under wartime conditions, is a big plus. The F-35 can also share data with other F-35s and friendly forces, allowing fighters from 2 different air forces to work together more closely than ever before. This will be particularly useful as the United States and Canada are both part of the North American Air Defense Command, or NORAD, and share responsibility for air defense of the 2 countries.